hula, and the music of Hawaii that I love so much. I was totally surprised. So if you see some tears in my eyes, that's why. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation and my Ohana in Hawaii and the Durham community that I love. When Stephanie called to tell me that I had been named LDEI Woman of Purpose, first I was driving home from a culinary class, so I first screamed into her ear, and then I started crying. I hope her hearing's recovered. It had been a difficult and challenging year, and the news couldn't have come at a better time. After I hung up the phone, I was totally shocked and in disbelief, and in that moment I felt the presence of our grand dame, our founder, Carol Brock. And I remember Carol always said, when a woman becomes a dame, there's a little stardust sprinkled on her. And I felt that stardust definitely in that moment, and I felt Carol's presence. This award means the world to me and to the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation. It's a powerful affirmation of the work that we do to continue to elevate culinary education in Hawaii and to share our vibrant food culture with the world. My journey started on a Kansas farm and surrounded by wheat fields, fourth generation farmers. My grandparents were immigrants. And in this environment, for some reason, I announced to my parents when I was giving a culinary demonstration at age 9 for my mom's extension program that food was my future. My parents were a little bit puzzled by that confidence and not quite sure what to do with it, but they nurtured that spark and they supported me. My mom would fix meals from our very large garden that she raised everything, canned everything, and our own beef. And she was really my first culinary mentor and inspiration. My 3 sisters were all teachers and educators, and that's where the roots took place for what I'm doing today, I believe. They showed me that education was the passport to opportunity. And they taught me that dreams like could be grown just like crops by hard work, dedication, and persistence. I moved to Hawaii, as Marilyn said, in 2000, and my world expanded. I had much to learn about the food, the culture, and the people. But I fell deeply in love, not just with Mike, but with Hawaii. and I knew that it was definitely my home. I felt a familiar sense of isolation surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, but I also felt very familiar surrounded by wheat fields in Kansas where I had grown up. In Hawaii, however, I saw an opportunity to give back to the community and to share my career, my professional experiences of working with farmers and ranchers and 400 specialty food companies with the students of Hawaii. My approach has always been guided by a simple principle that I learned early in my career. It's to listen to the community and don't superimpose your ideas or your values on them. And our program at the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation does that. We do not replicate what the culinary schools are teaching in the classroom, but we try to add value and broaden the scope of that education. The Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation is teaching much more than culinary techniques, but we're building community, fostering leadership, which is so very much needed, especially today, and opening doors to opportunity and access for people that might not have it. Our work has directly impacted, we've increased our number, even since the number Marilyn quoted, to of 80,000 students, professionals at over 40 high schools, 6 community colleges, and virtually across the United States. There's a popular quote that goes, while talent is widespread, opportunity is not. I see that every single day in the culinary classroom. I see great talent and hope and possibility, but unrealized potential or the opportunity to access it. The Foundation's goal is to uncover that potential and that hope by providing the opportunity for the students, but also not just for the students, it's for the culinary teachers or the cooks on the front line or the chefs on the front line that are sometimes overlooked, who need that support and inspiration just as much. Nonprofit work can be very discouraging, and I think these last few years have shown anyone in this sector that very fact. I wake up every morning trying to figure out how to accomplish what needs to be done for the Foundation on limited resources. But I am never alone in this mission, and I want to thank the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation Board and the people who make it possible. To my partner in getting into good trouble, and my dear friend, Joan Napkin, who has supported me throughout this whole entire journey and has been a wonderful friend and mentor. Joan founded the LDEI Hawaii chapter and also was a founding member of the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation board and continues to be actively involved on the board. She was with me dreaming up far-fetched but actionable ideas for education over these past 25 years, and I'm very grateful. To Brooks and Cynthia Takanaka, Brooks serves on the Hawaii Culinary Education Foundation Advisory Board, and he and his wife are joining us this evening. Brooks just recently retired from the United Fishing Agency. No matter what wild idea I put forth, Brooks was always there, ready to teach, ready to share his decades of wisdom and his fresh catch with the next generation. And to the Atherton Foundation and Pat Richards, and my beautiful, beautiful Hawaii chapter of LDEI, who have always said yes to my request, allowing us to bring in role models to inspire our community. I am so grateful to all of you. And to the countless Hawaii chefs and who have shared their time and talent over and over again in the culinary classroom as mentors and guides. I know some of them did so just so I would stop calling. I have quite the reputation for being very persistent. But they always left inspired by the passion of the culinary students and returned to their kitchens remembering why they got into the business in the first place. I'm also deeply grateful for powerhouse women, many of whom are DOMs, and who have said yes to my invitation to come to Hawaii to teach. Our beautiful, beautiful Rose Levy Barenbaum, who's here somewhere this evening, who's come to teach. Elizabeth Ondo, Grand Dom Shirley Courier, Grand Dom Marion Nessel, Grace Young, Joanne Chang, Tanya Holland, Renee Erickson, Charlene Badman, and Robin Maikii. There are so many others that I've not listed. They have left an indelible mark in our community and on our hearts. And they are with us if they are not here in person tonight, virtually, or in our thoughts. And this fall, we're very excited to welcome Dory Greenspan. Since joining LDEI in 1999, I have found a circle of strong, passionate, and generous women who have mentored me, inspired me, encouraged me, and helped forge and shape my path. Like LDEI's mission, my goal is to empower others, the next generation, to forge new paths and become the mentors for going forward. There is no greater reward than when a student comes up to me and says, that program changed my life. Or a chef said they returned to their kitchen re-energized to pay it forward after they presented a workshop. That is really why this work matters. And that's why I'm inspired every day by the students. And of course I must say thanks to Mike, who's by my side, hauling supplies, set up for fundraiser events, and helping me set up for events and participating in all the activities that we do with the foundation. He shares my belief in leaving things just a little bit better than we found them. And finally, my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for this recognition, to LDEI and to Yeti for supporting this award. It means the world to me. As an outdoors woman who loves to hike and fish, I'm definitely a Yeti woman, so appreciate it very much. Tonight, I know my parents and Carol Rock are smiling down on all of us as dogs, leaving a legacy in each of our communities of mentorship. I encourage all of you in this room to continue changing the world. Together, we are truly making a difference. Mahalo and aloha, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.